Hi, I'm Dakota Moss with SETZER'S World of Camping here in Barbersville, West Virginia. Today we're going to be modeling the Forest River Salem Hemisphere 310 BHI. We're going to start here at the front of the unit. Right here you're going to have an automatic jack. It's powered by your battery. On it you're going to have two switches. One's going to be for a light for whenever you're out at night. This here is going to be your down, and then your up. Now on this unit you're going to also have a connector for whenever you hook up to your truck bed. It's going to be for your running lights, your brake lights. Right behind that is going to be your propane. I have two units on this one of propane, two 4.5 gallon tanks that are going to come pre-filled. Now on this unit, if you need to refill your tanks, you just open this butterfly valve here. This here is going to be your automatic pressure regulator switch. So if you just want to zoom in on that. Now whenever you use this, only open one tank that you're going to be using. So turn the knob towards the tank that you're going to be using and open. However, if you're in a situation such as wintertime and you're worried about your propane going to be running out, go ahead and open both of them. And that way, if one tank runs out, your other tank will continue running, you won't lose heat. However, make sure the next morning you come out and close them because you will bleed both tanks dry. Now right behind that as well is going to be your 12 volt deep cycle marine battery. This battery is going to power 80% of everything released on this unit. Now whenever you connect to shore power, that is going to be powered and trickle charged by shore power. There's going to be a battery disconnect switch for this as well, which is going to be located in this compartment. Now you can lock this compartment as well. When you open it, it's going to magnetically open the stick. Inside, we're going to have your solar power panel, which will be right here, and this here is going to be your battery disconnect. Now whenever you winterize the unit or you're not going to be using it, recommend that you turn the battery disconnect on, otherwise you will come out and your battery will be dead. Also with this, you'll have a 25-foot 50 amp cable. With that comes a 50 amp female adapter to a 30 amp, which will be used in your starter kit as well if you need to hook up to an outlet at your house. However, don't use an extension cord. Now inside your starter kit for this unit, you're going to have your waste disposal tube. This is what you're going to hook up whenever you dispose of your waste at the campground or wherever you dispose it of. Also inside there, we're going to have a pressure regulator switch, which is what you're going to always use when you hook up for water, whether it be for city water connection or fresh water fill in your tanks. And we'll make sure that's always on.
Service line 1, service line 1.
On the inside, we'll have a 2-ply toilet paper. This paper is meant to disintegrate completely inside your black water tanks. If you do decide to use a different kind of ply toilet paper, make sure that you throw it in the trash next to the bin, because otherwise it will miss it for sensors and it'll continue to read fully. In here you'll also have the adapter that you will use for your 50 amp to 30 amp connector, and that will be used to plug into your house. Also, inside we have bio pouches, which is going to be used to clean your black water tanks. Take a couple ounces of this and 3 gallons of water and dump it down the toilet. It'll clean your system. Now also to mention, in this front compartment, on the other side there, you're going to have your handheld crank for the jack in the front, just in case you don't have any power, your battery's dead, anything like that. And in the front, here's where you'll connect it. Simply put it in there. Continuing along the side, you'll notice right here, you're going to have your low point drain, your gray tank, your wastewater holding tank, sewer outlet, black water tank, and your gray tank. So in this unit, you will open this cap and you will apply that waste disposal tube. Whenever you do decide to go dump your waste, make sure you're connected and hooked up. And on the bottom here, it's going to be a black valve, which I will pull out for you. Now when this valve's open, that's going to release your black water. I recommend doing that first and then finishing with the gray water so you can clean your pipe. Now if you look under here, you will have your low point drains for your cold water and hot water respectively. You simply remove these caps and drain out your water for your fresh water and your hot water. Continuing, right here we have your hot water tank. Now this unit runs off of electric and also gas. So if you look right here on the bottom, your electric switch for running the electric heater on is right here. Simply turn it on and your water heater is turning on. Now before you do that though, make sure on the inside that you have your valves open so your hot water tank's filled and it's not just simply burning the coil. This unit also has a switch on the inside for gas, and if you decide you want to use the gas for it, it'll click on the panel for a DSI fault, and you come out here and you'll hear it click, and then you'll see that it lights up. And right next to that, we're going to have your 50 amp power connection for shore power. Whenever you pull into your campground, you use this to connect to shore power and trickle charge your battery as well. Also on this unit, I forgot to mention, so you will also have a bleeder valve, which helps relieve pressure. Pull that for just a little bit before you open your hot water tank. You'll want to use the ratchet for that. And be careful whenever you're doing it because the water will be hot. So help bleed out some of it here. And then when you open that, you can open this as well to get a faster flow. Continuing on, we have the tires. There's 2 axles on this unit, front and back. These tires are rated for 80 psi per tire for the fill. Recommend at least once a year you check your wheel bearings and air pressure and tire. Yeah. Continuing on, whenever you do pull into a campground and decide to stop for the night, make sure that you use chocks. We do have chocks here. You also have, right beside that, your gray water tank for your galley. In the rear, the water will come out just like that. Now for each tire, you also want to make sure you have 100 foot-pounds of torque. That's also with your yearly inspection. Continuing to the rear. On the back here, if you notice up top, this unit comes with a Furion camera, backup camera, which is sold separately, and then also a Lippert ladder connection. You have your spare tire right here on the back. Here you have your outside shower, which is going to be ran from your freshwater connection or through the city water. Speaking of, you have right here city water. So whenever you connect to your city water with your adapter, what that does is it bypasses your freshwater holding tanks and just applies pressure to everything inside. This is for your tank flush, for if you need to flush your black water tanks. This one here is going to be for the freshwater connection. Whenever you decide if you need the fresh water for wherever you're going, you'll simply connect this here and then fill it up. However, make sure you are keeping an eye on your levels on the inside on your gauge, because it can overflow. And when you're done, you simply press this back in. And behind here is just going to be an outdoor shower panel, which is your simple shower. This unit also has a part cable for satellite and hookup. Back panel here. This will open up, have a little mini bar area. So in here you're just going to have your standard fridge. Next to it you're going to have a running sink, and then you're also going to have your standard GFCI outlet and USB outlets here, along with additional storage and lighting. And then right next to that you're going to have your griddle, which is going to be connected through this hose. in the back to your propane. Right next to that, you're going to have the furnace vent for your furnace for heat. Whenever your furnace is on, you'll feel hot air coming out of here, so be careful touching that. We also have two awnings on this unit. One on your slide out, and then another here on the top of the main door. You're also going to have another part cable here for a satellite hookup, and another GFCI outlet. Continuing up here, before we go on the inside, just a nice little additional feature. It's going to be a dog leash in case you have animals. Also in this unit, you're going to have two force stabilizers. You can be for the extension automatically. Now these are just going to be for stabilizing the unit, not for leveling it. And you'll hear it lock into place. And now we're going to go up to the roof and we'll show you that up there. Now that we're up here on the roof, recommend twice a year you inspect all your seams and seals. You want to check on the sides here, on the top. Now if you do need to replace any of this, if it's cracked, damaged or anything, we recommend that you use a lap-based sealant or lap sealant, self-leveling for the parts on the top. On your corners, recommend using a non-polymer cylinder such as ProFlex. Make sure you check all your seams running down the length of the camper and also along the sides. Moving on from the roof, we're going to make our way on the inside of the unit. You open this, just lift. Make sure your door is open all the way because your ladder will catch on it. Now for this ladder, it's going to be this simple locking mechanism right here. Simply pull this blue lever and tilt it down. You'll notice too on this unit, each stair has retractable feet for whenever you put your stairs down. You simply just press the button, lock it into place. Now you have nice level stairs. Coming on the inside here, you'll notice as soon as you walk into this unit, you're going to have your control panel right here. Now this control panel is going to control everything from your water pump, heaters, tanks, the tank heater, which is going to heat your water tanks during the winter time so they don't freeze. You're going to have interior lighting and exterior for the awning. This here are going to be for your slide outs and your two awnings. Now always make sure you always keep an eye out on your awnings as you're extending them. Now as you're extending the awning, you're going to want to make sure that you keep an eye on the black bar. You'll see it coming into view now. Now once you get to about the halfway mark there, retract it just a little bit and then allow the flap to come down. One other thing on these arms is you can adjust the pitch like this for rainwater. And whenever you do decide to do that, make sure that you adjust the pitch back to its normal resting position before you put the awning back in. Also be aware you have the slide out here and that awning will retract with the slide out as well. So just make sure you have plenty of room. Also on the outside, you're going to have zone speakers that are going to connect to your inside sound system that you can turn off. Also, you're going to have strip lighting on these awnings as well. We'll go ahead and show you the slide outs here. So simply press down on the switch and you'll hear the motor actuating. As the slide out comes to its fully extended position, you'll hear it lock into place. Just like that. The other side of your kitchen also extends. This one is going to be for the very rear of this unit. Also on this unit, on this control panel, you're going to have indicator lights for your freshwater, your battery black tank, your second black tank, the gray, and your second. One's going to be for the galley in the rear, and the other one's going to be for the sink and the shower up forward. As you can see on these indicator lights, it shows. You also have the hot water. So coming into the unit, you're going to have a TV that's going to be connected via satellite and antenna. And underneath of that as well, you're going to have a Furrion sound system, which when you turn it on, you have access to Bluetooth, AM, FM, and you're going to also have your controls for your zone, 1 and 2. One's going to be for your interior, 2's for the exterior. You're going to have additional lighting behind as well, some additional sockets and USB outlets for accessories. Coming into the kitchen here, going to have a light switch right here for the underlighting on the island. And then also right here, which is very important, you're going to have your LP detector, which tests for propane. You simply press it for your test. Coming into the kitchen here, you're going to have your island. Every unit's going to come with the manuals and everything. Also right here, you're going to have your propane stove. Now make sure that your propane unit's on. Simply turn it on. You'll see an indicator light showing you that propane is flowing to the unit. This is going to be your starter for your stove. Up above, you're going to have a vent and a light as well. In this little closet right here, it's going to have additional storage, and underneath the very bottom of the unit is where your hot water tank is going to be. So inside the hot water tank, whenever you do decide to fill it or use it, there's going to be 2 knobs. You're going to want to make sure that you turn to allow water to flow into the unit. And this is allowing water to bypass into the unit. There's going to be 2. It's going to be your fresh water and your hot water down here. And whenever you're done and you're ready to flush your tank, simply bypass. Just like that. Continuing on, you're going to have your microwave, additional storage here. You're going to have a full-size freezer fridge. Now for the thermostats for this unit, it's going to be right here. It's going to have your fan high and low, cool high and low, cool auto high and low. Now I recommend using the cool high auto, as it'll keep the unit very nice and chilly. And then also you'll have your heat for the furnace. Over here we have additional storage. You have your seating units here, and additional storage underneath as well. Here, gonna have 2 reclining sofas. Now if you double tap on the inside, you're gonna have strip lighting that's gonna be here and underneath the seat. And that's going to be for both units. And you also have additional lighting above and above the dining room table. Coming to the very rear of the unit here, there'll be a light switch right here by the door, which controls the main lights for in here. Now in this unit, this is going to be your bunkhouse. This here, simply open this up. Just like that, you have access to additional bunk seating. Now make sure you put these back before you get underway. Also under here, you take these two love seats off. Take this strap here, pull back. It opens up into a nice, very large bedding. To store it, simply close it back and replace your cushions. Additional lighting on the sides as well. Simply click. Every window is going to have these. You simply pull down and they retract up. On this unit right here, you also have outlets in here. You have vents for heating and air at the bottom and the top. Moving forward, this unit also has a built-in space heater and fireplace. It comes with a remote. You can change the timer, so if you need to set a timer, you can set a timer for your furnace. There's also the ability to change the lights and the temperatures and everything here. You can just simply turn it on and off. Right underneath of that is going to be your control panel for your breakers. For your GFCI outlets, in case one of them does trip for any reason, there's your reset button right here. Simply reset. Now making our way forward, we're going to have two rooms left here. We're going to have the bathroom and the master bedroom. Inside here is going to be your bathroom. You're going to have storage space above. And right here on your left hand side when you enter the room, going to have a light switch. Additional storage. For your vent, simply turn this knob and it allows the rooftop access panel to open. You can turn on your fan and get some of that humidity out from your shower. Now whenever you do and done, make sure you close it all the way so you don't get rain inside your unit. Moving on. We're going to have your master bedroom, which will also have another AC unit in this one. For this one, simply turn your knob to whatever setting you like. Underneath the bed, you'll feel a piece of wood. Simply lift up on your bed, and inside you're going to have storage space. For closing it, you simply just press down the bed, just like that. In this unit, you'll have plenty of storage space as well. Inside, you'll have little access panels from whenever you're sleeping. You can reach in, put your phone in, charge. There are two lights above your bed, one on either side. You simply press these buttons right here. Following up behind, it's going to be right here. So right here, you're going to have additional outlets on your satellite. For your TV backer in here is going to be a mount, so you can mount a TV. Now on this side, Have your light up top here. It's going to be additional closet space, along with, if you decide, you can install a washer and dryer, and these will be your hookups for hot water and cold water and the waste for it. And that's the Salem Forest Hemisphere 310 BHI.